African drums, African drums. Something about your culture hum. Must be your people. It must be your time. It must be the rhythm of your feet beating rhymes. Yet would you believe the truth of this fact, that some wish to send our ancestor back? Can't you hear the beating of the drums? Ragtime, ragtime, ragtime. What is it? Where did it come from? And who created this thing called ragtime music? Well, I'm glad you're here. I am going to let you know all about ragtime music. Now, there was a man by the name of Scott Joplin, who was one of the legend pianists when it came down to ragtime music. Every aspiring pianist under the sun has banged away at this one song that was created by my boy Scott Joplin, which was The Entertainer. But how much do we know about the king of ragtime? Well, I'm going to tell you some things about him. I'm going to try to keep it brief. Now, Joplin was born around 1868 in Texas. His father, Giles Joplin, was a former slave who played the violin for plantation parties, and his mother, Florence Gibbon, listen, she was a singer and a banjo player. Now, he was the second of 6 kids who grew up with music in the household. Now, at age 7, he started playing the piano by taking lessons from a German teacher that lived in Joplin's hometown. It says late in his teens, Joplin left Texas, and he then got a job as a railroad laborer to travel as a traveling musician. Now, it says for a short time, he was a member of the minstrel band. Now, those was black guys back in the day that would paint the face white. We call it mining. And they would have black on. They go out there sing and dance and make white people laugh and go crazy. I'm glad those days are sort of over. Now, let me tell you some more things about my boy. Now, it says now, in 1890, Joplin took up music. He was studying music at George R. Smith College for Negroes, and also taught and mentored other ragtime musicians. Wow, my brother was something else. But like I said, I don't want to make this long or drawn out, but it said that Scott Joplin died on April 1st, 1917. His ultimate death cause was some kind of internal sickness. And it said he began to have dementia. And it marks the end of ragtime, and a sad time began to happen. But his composition were rediscovered. And he had a second wave of popularity in the early 1970s when this man by the name of Joshua released an extreme successful album of his pieces. Then in 1973 came an Academy Award-winning film, The Sting, that used several Joplin compositions, including the Entertainer. Wow, my boy Scott did his thing, and he left evidence who he was. You don't hear of many ragtime musicians, but if you out there, come forth. Let us know that you still exist. Let us know that you are still carrying the spirit of my boy, Joplin Scott. This is Maestro from Nighttime Devotion, saying good night. I love you, and I love you. And remember, know your history.